Hey guys, this is Eric with Ground Zero Plumbing. Welcome to my world. We got another exciting install water heater today. Let's come on in. We'll go get the work order. All right, Bree. Heard we got another customer water heater install.
You were gonna head over to Greg's house today for a water heater.
Awesome. Yeah, we got the truck filled with everything and ready to get started. Thank you.
Awesome. Go take care of them. Let us know how it goes.
Yes. One of the great things about working for Ground Zero is our fully stocked trucks that we have. One thing we must do is we gotta turn on the AC. Arizona is so hot, especially today. Triple digits coming, so we're gonna turn on this AC, make sure we put our seatbelts on, safety first. All right, guys, today we're gonna be doing a customer supplied hybrid water heater. Hybrid water heaters, just like an AC unit, they have a compressor, they do condensate. We're gonna do one today. You're gonna see the ins and outs of how to install them. I've been with several companies in the Valley through my 14 years of being a plumber. And as you work for other companies, you start to see what's the core values of that company. And family here is one of the core values that they hold deeply. And that means a lot to me. I have a 14-year-old son and a wife, and he plays baseball, and getting the time off is very important to me when I need it. All right, guys, so we're super close to Greg's house, getting ready to do this hybrid water heater. I'm super excited. I know it's a hot day. It's over 100. Got plenty of water in me. I'm ready to go. Let's go get it done. Hey, Greg, how you doing?
Just take a look at everything. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. All right. Okay, so I see we got the old water heater. We got the new water heater right here. It's the hybrid water heater.
Okay.
Awesome.
Well, when you get done, let me know.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
All right, guys, so we're here at a house in Gilbert. We're doing a hybrid water heater install. You can see it's right here. It's a 65-gallon water heater. We're replacing this 50-gallon electric water heater that's over here. We ran into some issues because there wasn't enough space. So what they did is they extended the pedestal out a little bit further so we can move it over a little bit and we won't be hitting this top part of the ceiling. So we want to make sure that the electricity is off. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna drain this water heater. All right, guys. So right now what's happening is the ball valve is not shutting off the water. So we're gonna have to go to the main shut off and we're gonna have to turn off water there. Taking all the water pressure out of the system so then we can take off the supply lines off the water heater. There's water just sitting there with pressure, so we wanna make sure that we drain it out. The hybrid water heater, this is a heat pump water heater, they're called sometimes. They got a compressor in here with refrigerant. It uses the air in the garage to help heat the water. And say in the winter, it's not so hot in here, it's going to have your electrical elements in here that will heat up the water. So think of your compressor as a secondary heat source and your electricity as your primary heat source. It's gonna have different modes on here where you can switch it back and forth. But in the winter, you're gonna be using your electricity to heat the water just because it's not so hot in the garage. Think of it as solar panels on your roof, using the sun as a source for electricity. This uses the heat in the garage to help heat the water. It's very efficient. All right, so part of the 5-star service is we want to keep everything clean. You can see there's some sediment on the driveway when we were draining the water heater to remove it off the pedestal. We want to make sure that we don't leave it there. It wasn't there when we got here, so we definitely want to get it off of their driveway. All right, guys, so safety is one of our top priorities here at Ground Zero. So you can see we got these cones out in front of our truck and behind our truck. We're in neighborhoods, there's traffic flowing up and down these streets, so we want to make sure that we're protecting vehicles that are passing through, along with our technicians and our vehicles as well. All right, guys, so we're gonna come back tomorrow. We didn't complete that job. We noticed that there was some wetness underneath the old water heater. And so what we wanna do is we wanna let it dry for 24 hours. They didn't have a drain pan under the old water heater. So the new one that we put in is going to have a drain pan underneath that one. So when that one is time to replace, it doesn't leak like this old one did. All right, guys, so now that we have a nice stable base, we can start putting the drain pan in and lifting up the water heater and getting it nice and secure up here on this pedestal. All right, here at Ground Zero, we like to put a drop cloth down. Anytime, we're working, we want to keep our tools on the mat so we're not damaging floors, especially inside. All right, guys, so as you can see, we have a fire extinguisher on hand. Anytime we have a torch out, we like to have the fire extinguisher right next to us just in case we have to use it. All right, guys, so what we're gonna do now is we wanna leave it cleaner than it was. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wipe down the walls a little bit. It's kind of long job. I think we're gonna have to turn it. So on this install, we are changing out a 50-gallon electric standard water heater with a 65-gallon hybrid water heater. So there is some fabricating that needs to be done. The supply lines are a lot lower. This also does have a condensating line that we have to run. And also the TMP, just like a standard water heater that we have to run. We had to rotate this tank because the outlet fan, we don't want it hitting the wall. We want it to have proper airflow, incoming air and outgoing air. So we want to have that facing out. All right guys, so what we're doing now is we're gonna run the condensation line on this hybrid water heater. The hybrid water heater does condensate just like your HVAC system. Because it has a compressor with refrigerant in it, it does have some condensation. All right guys, so we just finished the install today here in Gilbert. We ran into some hiccups that we had to overcome. The hiccups were this water heater is a lot bigger than what was originally in here. The lines were up top, so we had to bring them down low. On the hybrid water heater, your import and your export are down low and in the middle. We also had a condensation line. Standard water heaters don't have a condensation line, so we had to run it behind the water heater, around the back, and then outside to the front of the house. Also the TMP line, we had to run around the hybrid water heater. It's a lot longer than what it was originally installed, just because it's a different type of water heater. So there was some fabrications that we had to do. Came out great though. What I recommend is flushing this water heater yearly, twice if you could. We want to hook up our water hose right here, turn off power to the unit. Don't do nothing with the shutoffs, leave the shutoffs on. We want the water pressure to push out the sediment in the water heater. Turn it on, you'll start to see some little sediment coming out of the water hose. Yeah, right now this water heater is also cooling down this garage right now. We got cold air coming out of here. What it's doing is it's the heat transfer. What it's doing is it's pulling the coldness out of the water, and it's got to reject it somewhere, so it's rejecting the coldness of the water inside the garage, just like a heat pump in your HVAC system. Yeah, great install. Everything came out great. I was excited to do this one. I'm excited to do the next one as well. So yeah, came out great. Thanks for watching, guys.